It's a rather harsh plan. Yeah, killing kids is not usually gentle. Step 1. Reveal Tsukuno's history and make her confess to being a spy. Eliminate her and the successor. Step 3. Use it against Kashima Sakura. And step 4. Question mark. Step 5. Profit. This plan does have its advantages. And yeah, sure. If anything, doing that kind of damage to Kashima is in my best interest. The cost is relatively cheap. Well, you know, besides the people dying. The lives of 2 people I don't know very well. You do know Akane, though. Much cheaper than innocent lives. Sure. I've already killed people and I have an important duty to fulfill, so I should have no reason to hesitate. I carefully read the information he gave me on Tsukuno. The operation will take place over a short time span, before they can do anything to counteract it. I expect this to happen soon. Tonight there'll be an emergency meeting among key Gaia members, and someone under Suzaki's control will bring up the issue. Kashima will be there too. After it starts, we'll capture Tsukuno and the successor. We can't exactly hand them over to the authorities, so they'll probably be disposed of internally. The ideal sentence has already been prepared. It will be used to enlarge the artificial future. Fuck. A forced contract that will instantly suck out their lives. That's worse! There will literally be nothing left of their bodies. Oh, gee, Christ. What would Kagure say? Good. It's pretty obvious. She'd want me to sacrifice them to damage Kashima, because she doesn't really give a fuck. Something feels weird in my gut. My stomach lining is quivering from with stress. Headaches, light nausea. I know. I can't complete my objective without some sacrifices. Paradise isn't free. Just as I have to sacrifice my true self in order to become someone meaningful. So I have to let them both die for Kagure's sake. I could say that about everyone. Doing that could mean I'm giving up on humanity entirely. I'd just be a monster. Probably. There is. But can I do that? It's pretty risky. I could be undermining all of my hard work. There's no benefit to it beyond letting my 2 acquaintances survive. Oh no, seems like a benefit to me. If I don't prioritize Kagure, then what on earth have I been living for? Fuck her. Okay, who cares? I'll never be able to do anything if I try to make everyone happy. But I'm too weak. Laughably weak. Yeah. We want... See, this is actually... It is good to sow discord between these factions. Because if they're too busy fighting themselves, they're not going to be really worrying about the key too much. And if they end up, like, destroying themselves internally, then, like, it's a win-win-win-win. Everybody literally wins. There's no downside. Yes, it has to be her. It's dangerous, but this is the only way. Because if we follow his plan, we're just getting him stronger. I roll up my copy of the plan and slide it into a little cylinder. I activate one of the leaf birds in my pocket. Today, Kashima's waiting on a specific floor of the temple. The bird flies out the window. Through my weak connection, I glide it to the right room. I make it drop the papers right on in front of the door. This seems very risky. My naivety is pitiful. After this, I might be completely ruined. By going to die without accomplishing anything. This seems way more dangerous than what I would do. I don't think I can take that. But on a path that's already hard to take. I wait outside the engine house as planned. I'm in a van parked outside with a couple other people that are supposed to help me. None of them talk that much. They're like machines that do their jobs, nothing more. The meeting should have started by now. I put an earphone in my ear. The meeting room's been bugged, so we can hear what's happening.
深夜にもかかわらず幹部諸君には緊急に集まってもらったわけだが、
その前に一つよろしくて。
あなたには後々ご発言いただく機会もあるかと思いますが。
挨拶くらいはさせてちょうだいな。みんなとこうして話すのも久しぶりのことよ。
どうぞ。
Mad. Sasaki sounds very reluctant. Well, yeah, because he wants it just to be over with. All the major figures in the Japanese Martel group are in the meeting room. In front of them, Kashima Sakura raises her
今
voice.
夜、このせっかくの機会に一つの発表をしたいと思うわ。次の聖女を定めました。
The
縁
room
日
stirs.
の家という施設にいる千里茜という女の子よ。発育が遅いけれど日常生活を営める最低限の知能はあり、条件はほぼ完全に満たしているし、私も会ってみて良いと思ったの。
私の話もその少女の件だったんですがね。
須崎、お前の言いたいことはわかるわ。聖女というシステムは今のマーテルには不要といつものように言いたいのでしょう。
Nice meme.
いや、今夜は
そこで私は今回の継承をもって最後とすることを決めました。千里茜には最後の聖女として
Nice.
今の組織を支持してくれる古い世代の者たちの拠り所となってもらおうと思う。古いマーテルを知る者も皆高齢になっているわ。千里体制はそう長くは続かないはずよ。それでこの古いしきたりはおしまい。と、須崎。
待ってください。私は今夜。
Questions fly at her from the other members, preventing Suzaki from saying anything. Kashima deliberately made that happen. Since I'm listening calmly to all of this, I can see exactly how she did it.
もう一つ、私は告白しなくちゃいけないわ。これは私にとって不祥事とも言える出来事ね。千里茜のお付きの者に元狩猟者をつけたわ。
All the power gone. This time everyone goes silent. Kashima's commanding, well-timed voice seals everyone's mouths as if they're underwater.
彼女が元狩猟者だということはすぐに分かったわ。けれど、間違いなく標準の意を示した証拠に魔物を扱えたという点。けれど、隠しておくには大きすぎる秘密だったし、皆に対して申し訳ない気持ちもあった。こうして時代を定めたことでもあるし、この責任を取る形で私は退陣してもいいと思っているの。
Nice meme, old bitch.
ただそのものと茜についてだけは皆にも認めてほしいのよ。
Several questions are thrown her way. Can we trust the next hunter? How will the next holy woman be treated within the organization? Countless questions all overlapping each other. The focus of the meeting dissolves. Suzaki's at a loss for words. Kashima answers the questions with ease and composure. Some of the people there are Kashima supporters, so they help the discussion move toward allowing the elderly woman to retrieve and let a successor take her place. Retire. This is a major event. Right now, complaining about Skuno would merely be calling the holy woman's judgment into question. Fucking wrecked. I sigh with relief. The driver's phone rings. He picks it up. Plane's been canceled, let's head back. When we get back to the temple, Suzaki's too busy dealing with the fallout to summon me. He's pissed. I wait around just in case, and around dawn, someone else finds me. Suzuki, please come with me.
失礼ですが、どちら様からですか?
I'm a follower of the Holy Woman. I still think the plan was risky, though.
話したことがあるわね。
Maybe.
はい。
なぜ呼び出されたかは言うまでもないわね。
How did she know? I have no idea how she could have singled me out for this. As I struggle to come up with an answer, Kashima brings it up instead.
私は接近する魔物についた糸をたぐれるのよ。お前たちが契約線と呼ぶものよ。
Not much I could have done about that.
書簡は自分が投げ込んだものです。
あれのおかげで根回しをする時間を得ることができたわ。須崎の範囲には気づいていたけれど、このタイミングで強行してくることまでは読み切れなかった。お前、なぜ私を助けたの？
Oh, felt like it.
答えたくなければ自分で考えてみましょうか。そうね。まずお前は私との面談で見せただけの人間ではなかったということ。少なくとも野心一色ではないよね。
Why do you say that?
もっと繊細な人間の機微というものを感じたわ。この行動は私を助けるためのものではないはずよ。けれどこのタイミングでわざわざ須崎をくじく意味も見当たらない。二心を持っていたとしても、私を失脚させた後の須崎体制下でこそ牙を向くべきだもの。私ではなく別の人間を助けたかったのかしら。千里茜か長井と面識が終わり
Both? I wasn't expecting her to say Nagai.
あら、そういうこと。茜はいいのよ。あれはただの子供。背景関係なんてたまたま知り合った以上のものは存在しないわ。
Her pupils glow bewitchingly within her wrinkly face.
さて、それはどういう場合なのかしら。
Used to fuck. Just fucking lie. This is bad. I had to change the way this is going. But there's no easy way to do that against a witch like this. Sweat that soaks my forehead. I need a towel. That alone probably gives her more information.
まあ、いいわ。追求は今回の借りと総裁と行きましょう。
Yeah, something, 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 work with X-Hunters, blah, 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 blah.
でも、今後は注意した方がいいわ。私は今回のことで、いろいろなことを想像してしまったもの。多分、これから先、お前がどんな行動に出ても、私は驚かないでしょうね。動くべきではなかったわよ。あんな時に。知り合いを見捨ててでも足場を固めるべきだったわ。
そうなんでしょうが。
お前の目的が私のそれと競合しないことを祈っているわ。
Yes.
愚かではあるけど、善良なお前のために、つくのと茜の身の安全だけは保証してあげる。下がっていいわ。
Thanks. It was a displeasure. Our nightmarish conversation ends, and she releases me. Good
マ
talk.
ジで最悪だ。俺。
Now Kashima Sakura knows all about me. She had no idea I was even a threat before. I can't report this to Kagari. I'll have to hide it. And it's not going to be that hard. And that will put another little barrier between me and Kagari. Yeah, who fucking cares? It'll be fun. Feels like I'm losing track of my goal.
バッキャロ
I bang my head against the corridor wall.
なぜそのような軽率な行動を繰り返すのですか？
It takes courage to keep quiet about something. I told her everything. Why? Kagari doesn't forgive me. Like, she doesn't know fucking jack shit. You don't have to even justify what you're doing.
今回はかがりの言う通りだ。軽率だった。偉そうなこと言ってた俺がこんなんじゃ納得できないよな。
できるはずがないでしょう。かがりは失望しています。
だよな。俺は知り合いを犠牲にできるほどには覚悟を決めてなかったみたいだ。今までもそうだったし、
Yeah, that's so bad.
これからもきっとそうだ。いくら星を救うためでも子供や心を折ったやつを犠牲にするのは無理だ。
では、あなたは信頼できない協力者です。
その通りだな。言い訳しないよ。
Really thinking making a fucking a fucking mountain out of this anthill. Kaguri's eyelids are quivering.
どうして助けてはくれないのです。
Okay, sure. Yeah, you're right. I'm not helping at all.
助けるさ。でも積極的に他を犠牲にすることが辛くなった。俺はそれができるとうぬぼれてた。実戦も経験して計りごとを手がけて。だけど俺は甘いままだったんだ。
星が枯れてしまえばどうなるかは理解しているのでしょう。
Okay.
よく理解してる。
ではどうしてこのようなことを。
大体の人間は一つの大きな問題しか受け止めきれない。
Why don't we just get more people to help?
生きてれば他にいろいろな問題も出てくるから。
ですがホモ・サピエンスには知性があります。知性とは物事をより合理的に実現していく力のはずです。
Yeah, sure. But it doesn't mean that we're devoid of all emotions.
そううまくはいかない。自分の人生がまず大事だからな。
ではあなたたちは大地が枯れる様を傍観しているというのですか。
Have you?
そうは言わない。これからもやれるだけのことをする。
Because I feel like if the earth dries up, you just die. So, I mean, technically speaking. Has she even seen it dry up?
ただ俺は思っていたほど冷酷にはなれないってことを話してもらいたかったんだ。
待って小太郎、疑問があります。
I have an answer.
助けたというその個体とあなたとはそれほど親密だったというのですか。
I knew of them.
いやほとんど他人も同然だった。
I wouldn't say perfect strangers.
ではなぜ。
そう言われると答えにくいが、ちょっとした縁でもできれば壊したくないと思ってるからかな。
ちょっとした縁のために
Okay.
星が滅びます。
I don't know. It might actually be worth it, at least for one of them.
その時は滅びを受け入れる。
愚かなホモデメンス。あなた方は狂ってしまっています。
Yes, and you are
言
intelligent.
葉もない。
あなたがそのような態度ではどうあがこうと良い記憶など得られるはずもありません。
Cool story.
面目ない。
We go quiet. A long, unnatural silence. I look up.
ひどい。
She's crying. Why?
あなたたちには生き残る気さえなかったのですか。
This okay, I actually don't even see why this is a fucking big deal. Who fucking cares, dude? This plan's still fine. I'm still in the organization. Kashima, if anything, supports me more now, and you can further increase the divide between them. Because if you expose a plot, they're going to want to fight each other. Once they weaken each other, it's much easier to tackle the organization. You're able to rise the ranks faster. I just don't see how this is actually that big of a deal.
なら何のために生まれてきたのです。
Jesus, calm down.
かがり、あんた感情が。
She learns about people by coming into contact with them. Kaguri learned language quickly, and now she's starting to understand another part of humanity. Emotions.
この星から一歩も出ぬまま終わるつもりですか。小さな子の幸せばかり追い求め、大きな可能性を放棄してしまうというのですか。
The possibility. The possibility. I don't know if I'm okay with just killing a bunch of random fucking people, if it's just the possibility of winning. I feel like I need like more of a guarantee. People can't develop indefinitely. Land is finite. We can't just keep taking more and more. The earth fills with people and then they have nowhere to go. In the future, we'll have to make a lot of compromises. We'll have to live frugally.
分かってくれ。人はもう限界に来てしまったんだ。
あなた方には考える力や作り出す力がまだあります。
Also, I just want to say, we have like more fucking land than I think we even like inhabit at this point. There's so much fucking land we don't use.
まだ可能性はあります。最進化する蓄えはつきましたが、今あるものを知恵の力で活用し、良い記憶を生むことができるはずです。
So we should not increase the suffering to make bad memories.
だというのに生き ることを投げ捨てているではありませんか。
Cool.
諦めるために生命を奪われてきた。
Yeah, that's why I didn't give up the other two. What? Her ribbons turn sawtoothed. The plants around Kagri multiply, crawling up into the air in large bundles. Oh, freaking out. Next moment, Kagri's scream goes beyond the audible range and tears the air apart. Oh, okay. She is lost it. Cool. The radius of destruction skyrockets. The tree trunks fly away like a child's building blocks being knocked down. That's a temper tantrum. Large pieces of wood rain down. Literally a temper tantrum. I'm fine for now, but if one of those hits me in the wrong place, I could be in trouble. Probably should back up like 80 feet. The tornado of destruction levels the surrounding forest.
Kagari.
Kotori screams. This is bad. I cover my head with my arms and run toward the scream. I grab her as she starts panicking and leap from under some falling debris. I grab a branch with one hand and fly outside the danger zone. Once I land, I run. I go far enough away to feel safe and put Kotori down. She's not hurt.
一旦家に戻ってろ。
どうするの。
You know what? Just wait until she peters out.
なんとかする。
結界壊れちゃった。
Like all fucking children. Just give her some food. Let her cry herself to sleep.
これだけ暴れりゃな。行け。
As I start to run back, a sharp whip hits me in the foot. The tornado of Aurora carves up the ground in front of me. This is bad. It's attacking the entire area. I can't get close to
通
it.
常。
I find a tall tree out of her range and climb up. Looks impressive from up here. The forest is being cut down from the inside, and the layer of green on top is sinking
あの
down.
辺りか。
I found Kagri at what looks like the eye of the storm. Well, yeah, it should be the eye of the storm. She isn't cutting upward. This is just a child's tantrum. Nah, see, exactly. So just let her fucking cry out. She's a bit far away, so I'll have to jump. Like all fucking children, just let them cry themselves to sleep. If I get the distance wrong, I'll be chopped into little pieces.
慎重かつ確実に。
I jump. My body slides through the air. Then my buoyancy disappears and I get pulled down to the ground. Right into Kagri. I grab onto her. Normally this impact would break someone's bones, but Kagri doesn't flinch. She stands firm like a giant tree with deep roots. The ribbons flash, preparing to eliminate the foreign object. I block them with my left arm, which I've hardened against blades again. They tear through my flesh, but that's fine.
かがり。
Feels like my eardrums are tearing. Losing my hearing would screw up my combat instincts. So what? Kagri is completely lashing out. What can I do to calm her down? Psychological attack. Fucking attacking her might make her see me as an enemy. It might permanently remove any hope of reconciliation. I need to let her know I'm on her side. I need a way to impress upon her that I care about her. When I get a chance, I suck on Kagri's lips. Why? Ew, gross. The winds of carnage cease. Ribbons continue floating in the air like their motors have run out of power. I continue kissing her. She smells like grass and earth. Then I step back. Yuck. The ribbons turn back to normal. Her anger is gone. You gonna fucking calm down now? It's over.
無反応だったら困り果てるところだった。
Well, I probably would have died immediately.
恥ずかしめを受けました。
Tears fall from her eyes. What? Okay.
あなたは何なのですか。
味方のつもりだ。
かがりを翻弄し うしようというのですか。
Okay.
俺があんたの手伝いをするのは星を救いたいからじゃない。単にあんたに惹かれたからだ。特別な居場所を与えてくれると思ったから。だからこういうこともする。
理解できません。あなたはホモレリギオスとしてかがりを崇拝していたというのですか。
違う、崇拝じゃない。惹かれているってのは好きってことだ。
Why? Gagri's piercing eyes are the color of deep ocean.
それは体に匂いをつけられるより
Can you not
屈
phrase it
辱
that way?
的です。
ああ、そうだ。横島な感情だよ。
After being rejected from everything, I can't be satisfied with a normal life anymore. A normal, everyday happiness isn't good enough for me. That's why I don't care if humanity falls. I do care about my own life, but I'm willing to give that up too. At the same time, I want other people to accept me. I really, really want that. I'm greedy. Selfish. The more I can't get, the more I want. And to do that, I need to walk a different life from everybody else. Just being an exception isn't going to be enough. That's why Guardian and Gaia don't satisfy me. And the possibility of an utterly unprecedented life is the only thing reassuring me. After being forced into loneliness all my life, that's the situation I'm in.
かがりを恥ずかしめないでください。
無理だ。
Okay.
もう無理だ。
ならあなたの助力はいりません。
Alright, bye.
かがりの前から立ち去りなさい。
Sweet.
それも断る。
I moved my lips closer again. Why? It already happened once, so. But I forget that only humans are affected by that logic.
であるならば
She pushes me back the moment before I make contact. I fall on the ground and look up at her.
かがりが去るまでです。
Okay. She turns her back on me. I can't stop her. Her eyes overpowered me. Those eyes of resolve and disappointment were filled with the dignity of an individual human. Kagari walks off into the forest without a sound.